Hello everybody, my name is Nori and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Dandy's World just dropped their brand new update 0.12.1, which is a filler update focusing mostly on optimizations and changes to gameplay. I'm here to share all the newest changes to the game along with my own thoughts. All sections of the video will be listed with the timestamps in the description, so if you'd only like to hear about one part, you can go ahead and skip ahead to that part of the video. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off, the pre-game menu UI has had a complete overhaul on looks and functionality. Now when the elevator door closes in the lobby and you're teleported into the game, you'll be able to select your toon and trinket in two brand new menus with more functionality. When clicking on a toon, you'll be able to view their stats and abilities before you select them. Same with trinkets. You may also notice this shop in the left corner. You can buy useful items such as the bandage, medkit, and valve using iCore instead of tapes, and you'll start the game with any items you selected. You now have 45 seconds or so to select your toons and trinkets, and you can view other people's selected trinkets unlike before. If your whole team is ready and you don't want to wait for the full timer to be over, you can select the Ready Up button, which will automatically end the timer and start the run. There is also a brand new Gamepass 3x sticker wheel, which costs 199 Robux and gives you 2 more sticker wheels to equip stickers with, allowing you to use even more stickers than before for more effective communication. You can now also toggle the send chat option for all stickers that send a message in chat. Finally, you can spam the Fin sticker without worrying about interrupting your team's communications. Now, moving on to the actual gameplay changes, let's talk toons. Brusha has received a buff to her ability, Artistic Inspiration, and she now buffs skill check size and chance by 50% for toons within her radius when her ability is toggled on. Along with this, Astro, Shelly, and Glisten have all received optimizations to their models and animations. However, unlike previous optimized toons, they have not yet received any new skins to go along with this. It's suspected they're going to be added in a future update, with one potential skin being a Shelly cheerleader skin, which Quelver said she might make in a live stream. Now, for my favorite and arguably the funniest part of this update, we have a brand new machine type, the treadmill. This machine type appears on floors 5 and up, and unlike the regular and circle machines, is much rarer to find. This machine is based on movement speed, stamina, and skill check instead of just extraction speed and skill check. In order to fill up a treadmill machine, you must walk on it, which will slowly fill up depending on your speed. You can also run to lower the time it takes to fill up, but be careful because you might just run out of stamina and get caught at a bad time with a twisted. There is also a skill check on this machine. It is a water droplet which you have to click rapidly to keep running on the treadmill. Similar to regular skill checks, you can also just press the spacebar. You may know these greenhouse and warehouse maps. Well, they've been revamped for balance and optimization, allowing for more space to traverse and more obstacles to lose twisteds on. These are all of the base game changes, but there's just one more area of the game we have yet to cover: Roleplay mode. Roleplay mode now has 4 new main character maps to explore and play on, along with stickers, player count on maps, changes to the lobby, and best of all, running water coming from the faucets. This is pretty much everything in the update based on the changelogs and announcement in the Blush Crunch Discord server, but if I missed anything, please let me know down below in the comments. Disclaimer, this update is riddled with bugs, some funny and some downright inconvenient or game-breaking. I'll talk about some of them in the next section of the video, but just beware, until Blush Crunch releases a bug fix update, I'd advise against playing the update and hoping for a perfectly normal, bug-free experience. Speaking of the next section of the video, let's get into it. This section will be all about my thoughts and opinions on the update, so if you aren't interested in that, you can go ahead and click off now. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Comment if you have any feedback, issues, or would like to alert me of something I forgot. Thanks! Okay, time to talk about my thoughts and opinions. I highly encourage you to share your own in the comments, and if you have any rebuttals to my points, I'd be happy to hear them out. For everything that this update gives us, good or bad, I think it gets a solid 7 out of 10. It's good, but it's not as good as it could have been. Everything in roleplay mode is great. They removed one of the maps for bugginess, but I think they make up for it with all of the new ones they've added. And running water from faucets? Who could have thunk it? Brusha Buff, the map reworks, the new Gamepass, despite its absurdly high price, and the pre-game menu are all fantastic. They're all 10 out of 10 additions that I wouldn't change a thing about, in my opinion. However, when it comes to the new machine type and optimizations, I'm kind of on the fence. Sure, the new machine type makes a lot more trinkets and tunes viable, but it also kicks a lot of them down a peg. For example, V and Connie. V is meant to be the best extractor in the game in exchange for less survivability. That's her whole thing. But with these new machines, she's no longer really viable for solos and is even less useful than before when on a team. Connie is an alright extractor with extremely low speed, who is now nerfed for the same reasons. However, the Metacomp doesn't have either of these tunes in it. It's 2 Pebbles, 1 Sprout, 1 Ginger, and 4 Shellys. While with enough speed boost from other machines being completed, a Shelly could be viable for these machines, it takes a long time. But since on most floors you'll have either 1 Pebble or Sprout not distracting, you can easily just have them do these machines. And it's not like they're a regular occurrence, they're actually quite rare in the grand scheme of things. My opinion on them is mixed. While it is good to add more things for high-speed, low-extraction tunes to help with floor progression, it also frays the very delicate game loop balance that Dandy's World has. As far as the optimizations go, they're mediocre at best and bad at worst. Glisten is fine, they changed almost nothing, he's totally perfect, no complaints. However, the same cannot be said for Astro and Shelly. While the concept of Astro tiptoeing everywhere and sneaking around is in character and cute, it's not executed very well in these animations. Not to mention, his new ability animation feels much less magic-y and flowy than before. Instead of lifting off the ground and floating, he just hops in the air for a moment. It looks harsh and wrong. But at the very least, he finally covered up his Astro with shorts. Shelly looks like a chicken. When she runs, instead of her arms going back and forth at her sides, they go up and down at her sides, making it look like she's got wings and she's trying to take off and fly. It looks stupid and ridiculous, and honestly, I hate it. Not to mention the fact that her skirt is bending with every movement, despite the fact that her legs are too thin to even touch it in any of her animations. Her idol is cute, but because they had to add an extra joint on her ankles and hands, it just creates more of those awful creases that the models have. Between all of the joints, lower arm to hand, upper arm to lower arm, upper leg to lower leg, etc., there's a bunch of weird creases where you can tell that it separates, and it creates this awful, uncanny look to all the limbs. Also, it makes their hands look thinner than their arms, and it looks like their arms are sleeves, and it looks weird and disgusting. Someone had to say it. This is an issue with most of the optimized tunes. Their animations just aren't good, and some of them downright don't look right for the animation they're meant to represent, and it peeves me off to no end. This update is also extremely buggy. There's a very common bug with the treadmill machine where you will always end up doing a running animation no matter if you're standing still or walking. And when you sprint, you do the super fast skill check animation. It also slows you down by an unbelievable amount, which means if a distractor gets bugged by this, good fucking luck, buddy. Your game settings, such as toggle sprint, can be reset. The pre-game UI can just not work and won't show other players. You can spawn under the map, clipping issues, loadout showing the wrong trinkets, tunes doing the animations of other tunes on the treadmill, circles, scale checks on normal machines, bug skins, and more. I'm not going to complain too much about this since I know the devs are going to fix all of them eventually in the next few patch updates, but it's still annoying. It feels like they rushed this update out and didn't refine or playtest it at all. All things considered, this update is good, but not great. It could have been much better, but it wasn't, and that's okay. That's all I have to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like to let me know, and leave a comment if you have any feedback, criticisms, or ideas, or even questions about the update. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another upload. Bye-bye!